Today we're going to be dissecting an episode of Victorious. It's a little morbid and kind of dark and concerning that I watched this as a child, but hey, it's content, so sit back and relax and let's dissect this together. So recently, Netflix decided to add a bunch of Nickelodeon shows from our childhood in efforts to compete with other streaming services like HBO Max and like Disney Plus. I think is very smart, appeal to the nostalgia factor of many children, including me. One particular show that they added recently is Victorious. I was grateful and I was just binge watching the whole series until I got to season 2, episode 9, and it was called Who Did It to Trina? It was 23 minutes long and I was like, I got time to spare and I'm just binge watch one more episode. It premiered on September 17th of 2011 and I would have been around 9 years old at the time. I probably really enjoyed this episode because it was so random. Like this one scene, you have Trina playing with a banana in the background and Andre and Robbie are just arguing and like kicking them out. It's weird. It's this whole thing. Check it out.
Get out of my ranch house! Oh, come on! No, man! Just a win! Get out of here, freeloader! I'm sorry, Mandy. I thought he was my friend, but...
Okay, at the time it was very funny, but when you progress through the episode, it gets a little darker. It has like this... The general synopsis of this episode is not... It doesn't show the dark side of it, which is really scary. Here's like the brief summary of this like episode. When Trina has an accident on opening night of Tori's directorial debut, Lane tries to discover what went wrong. This is probably one of the most vague summaries of an episode of this show. It's not even just, oh, she gets hurt or she has an accident. It doesn't even say she gets like hurt. It just says an accident. That vague ass word.
Yeah, get excited.
Oh, how does she get her feet so white?
Girl is literally dying, is getting extremely hurt, and there's a laugh track. And everyone else in the audience is just freaking out. It's Trina's like freaking out and dying, and there's a laugh track. Do you not see how crazy this is? I don't... What? And at the time, I was like prone to laugh at someone. I'm just laughing and just like, oh my god, Jade's recording it. That's so cool and funny. This whole thing is crazy to me. That at the time, I just totally skipped over this. I was like, it's... Oof. But there's more. The wall, the set literally dropped on this girl. She could have died. Oh my, I'm laughing out of leave. I'm picturing my 9-year-old self just sitting in my living room in front of the TV, just like dying. Oh my god, dying over this. And I'm just like, and Jade is still recording. And no one else is doing anything. No one's trying to lift the... Oh my god. Yo.
No. Sit down. Why?
Yeah, why do we have to be here?
'Cause you all are suspects.
Suspects?
For what happened to Trina?
Mm-hmm.
But that was an accident.
And what happened to Trina wasn't an accident. This is the gimbal that connected Trina's harness to the steel wires that made her fly. Someone cut a notch here, and that's what made Trina fall.
Now, when Lane says what happened to Trina wasn't an accident, look at Robbie's face.
And what happened to Trina wasn't an accident.
Everybody else is so concerned. He looks scared out of his mind. Dude, he's like, I'm gonna get caught, I'm gonna get caught, I'm gonna get caught. Now pay attention to Robbie throughout this entire scene, dude.
Someone cut a notch here, and that's what made Trina fall.
So you're saying it was...
Sabotage?
And according to Trina, every one of you was with her at some point just before the show.
Man, whoever did it, you better step up. I want to go play with Kiko.
Oh, come on. Nobody here would do that to Trina.
I wish I was this, like, oh my god, there's a hint when I was younger because I missed out on so many clues that Robbie, this crazy motherfucker did that. Well, Rex, yeah, Rex totally.
And you know, some of the rigging equipment we use is kind of old.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it was just an accident.
I think Tori's probably right. It looks like it was cut,
Sabotage?
but maybe it was just old and it broke.
So not sabotage?
Don't you ever put me in a situation like that ever again. You shouldn't have cut Trina's gimbal.
Trina shouldn't have whacked me in the face.
Mischief is never the answer.
Nobody ever suspects the puppet.